you have anything to say about Josh Ruben too, you can end and say that.
Okay, well, I'm going to say something about Josh Ruben then. Let me tell you, like, my feelings on this man, okay? He's a brilliant filmmaker, and I'm offended. I am offended, sir, at your quality filmmakerness.
I can't wait to
It is disgusting, and I am not here for it, except that I am with my wallet out, ready to watch everything you put out.
Plus, he's a good man.
And yes, which is the worst. Like, he's a good person. Like, Scare Me was all about white male fragility and, like, self-aware and stuff. Disgusting. Disgusting, sir. How dare you? So, now for my top threes.
Okay, amazing. So special shout out to director and writer Josh Ruben, who we have mentioned quite a bit on this podcast through the past year. And of course, I was lucky enough to interview Josh, who is an amazingly nice and sweet and down-to-earth guy who it's very rare to find people like this in Hollywood. So I just want to say that. And his wife is, well, they're not married yet. Sorry. His fiance, Lauren Sick, is also an amazing, incredible filmmaker and an incredible human being. So I just wanted to take a moment, and I know Meg hasn't seen Josh's movies, so I know you can't say much to that, but I know Aaron has. I know Aaron A has. So I just want to get your thought, if you want to give any kind of shout out to Josh or any special mention, because I just wanted to give him one just as a filmmaker to watch. He's been in the business forever, but I mean, just as someone that, deserves everything in this business.
Yeah, I agree. Werewolves Within was on my list, but I didn't mention it because I know we were going to talk about him separate. But that was definitely in the top 5 of my list. Not just because it was the first movie that I saw in a year and a half in a movie theater, which was amazing. But it is a really good movie. I've seen Scare Me, I think 4 times now. He's incredible, and like you said, seems like a genuinely nice person. The interview with him was great. There's a podcast that follows kind of the creation of Scare Me. And it just in that he seems like just like the nicest person, like you want to be friends with him. So I hope that there is a lot more to come from him. He seems like he's very up and coming and promising, and I hope he goes on to do really great things, because I want to see anything that he's going to make. Is so good. And I did I don't know, Aaron, if you've watched it yet, but Lauren's short film PARE is actually on streaming service now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wanted to make sure to give that a shout out too. Yeah, because she's also incredible, because she was on our Donnie Darko episode with him, and she's so cool. She's really honestly, they are like 2 of the coolest people in that industry. I'm serious.
Power couple. They're awesome.
Yes, they're amazing, and they're going to be a power couple.
And I'm here like
give him a shout out, because I really appreciated him coming on this podcast and for being so generous and so sweet and so kind and saying such kind, amazing things about the interview too. So that was really nice. And the name of that podcast is Make Cool Shit, by the way, so everybody knows. And he's been on a lot of podcasts and done a lot of those as well. And he co-directed Death to 2021, which is the sequel to Death to 2020. That's going to be on Netflix. That's coming out here soon. And he's just so clever. His directing and his writing. He didn't write Werewolves Within, but his directing style is really good. I think when you don't necessarily see all the directing, it makes for a good movie. And Scare Me, I own that one on Blu-ray, and I think I watched it probably 5 times, at least 5 or 6 times. And he was selling copies of his script, and I don't know if he still is, but I have that as well, and it was really great to read the script. And for anyone who ever wants to become a screenwriter or a writer, I highly recommend doing that. So going and reading scripts, because that's how you learn and how you learn to become a better writer. And Werewolves Within is just so clever and very much like, I know it keeps getting compared to Clue, but and to Knives Out, and as a combination of that. And I think it deserves that. And I think it also just deserves credit for just such a great cast of characters that all work and play off of each other really well. And I saw it twice, and it was great to see it in the theater, because I saw it first not in the theater. It was like one of those, it was like through the New York Film Festival, I believe, or Tribeca Film Festival, sorry. And they were showing stuff that you could watch online as well. So it was really good there. And let him do Darkman. That's his dream, is to do Darkman. So
I have to say,
we have to put that out there.
Being compared to Knives Out is a really huge compliment, because that movie was like fantastic.
Examination. And so go watch that. Go watch Werewolves Within. Go listen to our interview. Go listen to our Donnie Darko episode. Go listen to our episode discussing Scare Me. We also did an episode discussing Scare Me, and we did a live stream discussing that as well. Okay. Such great entertainment for being on this podcast as well. I do appreciate that. Always will. So thank you so much.